Well, the self-proclaimed GOAT and media-anointed king just reached another arbitrary milestone: 50,000 career points.
LeBron, congrats on 50,000 points. It only took you 22 years.
No, not regular season points, which is the number we typically always hear about. That would be total points in the playoffs and regular season combined. Of course, the endless cavalcade of media jock sniffers were quick to rush on the scene and do what they do best in drooling and slobbering all over their longevity king.
But LeBron has always picked himself back up, kept going, repeatedly rebuilt his team, picked it back up.
And that even includes a guy like ESPN's preeminent mouthpiece and alleged Jordan guy, Stephen A. Smith, who was lathering himself up on his show First Take.
Meaning longevity, a sustained level of pristine excellence. LeBron James is the GOAT.
Stephen A. went so far as to say that we shouldn't even have a GOAT conversation anymore because it's unfair to LeBron.
I actually think it's time to not even have the debate anymore, because that's how great LeBron James has been for as long as he has been that great.
But what does LeBron's albeit very impressive accumulation of counting stats actually mean? Is LeBron actually the greatest scorer in NBA history? Well, ask yourself this. Prior to LeBron's recent assault on the all-time scoring list over the last 3 to 4 seasons or so, Karl Malone sat at second on that list. He is still third at this very point in time. So ask yourself, was Karl Malone ever considered one of the greatest scorers ever, or simply some guy that played longer than mostly everyone else? Another nugget for your consideration: Eli Manning just missed out on a first ballot induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And that is with 57,023 career passing yards, good for 11th on the all-time list, above such players like Steve Young, John Elway, and Joe Montana. This is while posting more career touchdowns than any of those players and winning 2 Super Bowls, while being named Super Bowl MVP in each of them and beating the NFL's undisputed GOAT Tom Brady in both. But not even a first ballot Hall of Famer, because all stats are not created equal. In order to reach the 50K milestone, James has now played in a total of 1,835 career games. And that is, again, regular season and playoffs. To compare that total to other marquee all-time scorers, it is currently 269 more games than Kobe Bryant played in, 584 more than Michael Jordan, and 630 more than Will Chamberlain. LeBron James only led the NBA in scoring one time. That is once only in terms of points per game and once only in terms of points scored. One time in 21 qualified years now and counting. Contrast that to Michael Jordan, who led the league in scoring 10 times in points per game and 11 times in total points scored for a season in only 13 qualified seasons. Then we get into high leverage scoring, 40, 50, and 60-point games, of which LeBron isn't even close to reaching the pinnacle of any of those milestones. LeBron currently has a mere 79 career 40-point games. Almost an unimaginably tiny number to wrap your head around in so many career games. Will Chamberlain, meanwhile, has a gaudy 271, nearly 200 more than the alleged king, while Jordan is second on that list with 173, and Kobe checks in next with 122. And again, accounting for the differential in amount of games played, LeBron has scored 40 points only 4.3% of the time, while Chamberlain did it an absurd 22.5% of the time. Jordan, meanwhile, checks in at 13.8% and Kobe 7.7%. As for 50-point games, well, again, the usual suspects are at the top. Wilt with 118, Jordan with 31, and Kobe with 25. LeBron with a mere 14, despite playing in literally hundreds of more games than any of these other players. Of course, the longevity stats can go in the opposite direction too, as LeBron has missed more shots than any other player in NBA history. Much more. His 17,938 missed shots in the regular season and playoffs is 1,000 more than the number 2 person on that list, while the turnover king is also far and away the leader in total career turnovers, as his 6,469 are leading second place in that field by nearly 2,000. And perhaps the most dubious distinction of all, career finals losses, of which he is also the undisputed king of, sitting at just 22-33 overall for his career in 10 finals appearances, the 33 losses being the most for any player in league history.
Is this your king? Huh?
In fact, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan combined lost fewer games than LeBron in the finals, many less, with only 25 total final losses between the two true kings of the NBA. Perhaps we need to discuss why and when accumulated stats became so important. Larry Bird, after all, is only 40th on the all-time career scoring list, well below other positional counterparts such as Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony, and Dominique Wilkins, while Magic Johnson is 88th in scoring all-time, drastically outmatched by the gaudy career statistics put forth by Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, and even a player like Gary Payton, just to name a few. No one cared about these counting stats before they wanted to hoist LeBron to levels he didn't deserve and couldn't reach under ordinary standards. And oh, sure, LeBron does have those 4 titles. Yes, but what tactics did he have to deploy in order to get them? And even with those unusual and unprecedented team stacking strategies, James still has those aforementioned 33 career finals losses. 3 times as many as Michael Jordan had to get 2 fewer rings while playing 30% longer of a career and counting. In fact, LeBron really doesn't do anything better than Michael Jordan, certainly not in the times when it mattered most, winning time. And to see the complete playoff breakdown between Jordan and LeBron, check this video out now and make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with more from me. Until next time.